There was once a carpenter named Geppetto. One day, he found a magic piece of talking wood in an enchanted forest. How unusual, he thought. Geppetto took the magic wood home and carved a little puppet boy from it. He gave the boy some clothes and a hat. The wooden boy danced around the room for Geppetto and made him laugh. "Hello," he said. Geppetto named the boy Pinocchio. "You must go to school like the other children," Geppetto taught him. On the way to school, Pinocchio met a cricket. "I will help you to learn right from wrong," the cricket told Pinocchio. Then Pinocchio met a fox and a cat. They had heard the sound of lunch money in his pocket. "Don't go to school," said the fox. "Play with us instead." Pinocchio thought that sounded like a good idea. "I don't think you're doing the right thing," the cricket told him. But Pinocchio didn't listen to the cricket. The cat and the fox led Pinocchio into a dark forest. "If you plant money here, it will grow into a money tree," they said. "I don't think you are doing the right thing," the cricket told him. But Pinocchio didn't listen to the cricket. He dug a hole in the ground and buried the coins in it. Then Pinocchio went home. He did not tell his father that he hadn't been to school. Flip the page, please. Pinocchio didn't go to school the next day either. He wanted to find his money tree instead. So the cricket followed Pinocchio into the forest. But the money tree wasn't there. Pinocchio dug the ground to look for his coins, but they were all gone.
Why?
Yeah, why?
This was the cat and the fox said this is good coins.
Yes. The fox and the cat tricked you to get your money, said the cricket. Pinocchio felt silly. He pretended he didn't care and stormed off into the forest. "I'm going on an adventure," he said. The little cricket begged Pinocchio to go home, but the wooden boy walked on. Darkness fell, and Pinocchio soon felt scared.
Scared?
Because darkness fell. They came to a tiny cottage, and Pinocchio knocked loudly on the door. A pretty fairy with turquoise hair answered. "We're lost," explained Pinocchio. "Please, can you help us?" The fairy invited them inside and gave them some food.
Pinocchio some food.
Because Pinocchio, they got lost, right? The fairy is a kind fairy, right? Fairy. Not a fairy, it's a fairy. Okay, let's see what they say. The fairy said, "Why are you so far from home?" she asked kindly. Pinocchio did not want to tell her that he had disobeyed his father. "I was chased by a giant," he lied. Suddenly, Pinocchio's nose grew. "The giant was taller than the trees," he continued. Pinocchio's nose grew some more. "I ran into the forest to escape," he added. Pinocchio's nose grew again, and he touched it in wonder. "I have put a spell on you," said the fairy. "Every time you tell a lie, your wooden nose will grow." Pinocchio began to cry. He wished he had gone to school like his father had said. I won't tell any more lies, he promised. The fairy called some friendly woodpeckers. They pecked at Pinocchio's long nose until it was back to normal. In the morning, Pinocchio rushed home with the little cricket perched on his shoulder. From now on, I will do as father tells me, he said. But Geppetto wasn't home. There, on the kitchen table, Pinocchio found a note. Dear Pinocchio, I have gone to look for you. I miss you, my son. Your loving father, Geppetto. Pinocchio was sad. He had caused a lot of trouble.
What trouble?
Yes, his father went to look for him, right?
In the man of fox and the eagle.
Okay, let's continue the story. So he set off with the cricket to find his father and bring him home. They began their search by the river. Pinocchio stood too near the edge of the water, and he fell in with a splash. The cricket jumped in to help, but they were both swallowed by an enormous whale. Did I doing great?
Yeah.
Am I doing great?
Then the next you also see whale.
Okay, I will make sure I say that. Luckily, they found Geppetto in the whale's tummy. Pinocchio hugged his father tightly. I won't leave you again, he said. Then the clever wooden boy had an idea. He took the feather from his head and tickled the whale. Achoo! The whale sneezed, and Geppetto, Pinocchio, and the cricket shot out of the fish's mouth. They landed safely on the bank of the river. That night, Pinocchio was sleeping in his bed when the fairy with turquoise hair flew in through his window. You are a good, brave boy, she said, kissing him on the forehead. In the morning, Pinocchio found that he was no longer made from wood. He was a real boy. From then on, he was always a good son to Geppetto. And his friend the cricket didn't need to tell him right from wrong ever again. Second story already finished. Tonight's story is finished. We're gonna continue tomorrow, okay?
Let's check my milk.
Yes, okay, baby girl. Enjoy!